disclaimer? We have a disclaimer.
We have a disclaimer. So I wanted to start with a disclaimer. Welcome everyone in Inspired Ladies of Cyber. So disclaimer is, we are not doing anything suspicious here. We are just talking about cybersecurity, introducing wonderful ladies and talking, yeah, that's pretty much it. No sass. So why am I here? Uh, it's a bit talking. It's my podcast, so I can talk about myself for a while. For a while, be patient here with me. So why am I here? I used to be terrified of public speaking, but I'm getting better with it because it's my second podcast right now. So I just pushed myself into doing that, and like I'm getting better. Um, and yeah, I hope if you cannot hear me, then let me know. But I hope you can. And why about me? I'm a offensive security specialist, and yeah, I'm certified in cover access stuff, and I have a other podcast as well, ethical hacking is and wholesomeness, and this is a special edition of that podcast. Uh, yeah, for ladies, because ladies are important and they need to be celebrated. So I decided, and yeah, and everyone else, like mostly, they're like mostly guys, like even like on conferences and in the lineup. So I just like doing that for the ladies. So that's what my purpose is here. And this is Yvonne Rivera. She's a CEO of MyByte, if I said that correctly. But if you would do me the honor and like you can introduce yourself and like help me out with here, because I'm not doing a good job with that.
Yeah, you do I start?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for having me. Like you said, my name is Yvonne, and you said my last name so beautifully. My company is CyberMyte, and yes, I'm the CEO of that. Um, I think that this podcast is great because I do love the idea of just kind of like a woman only podcast. And I know there's quite a few of them, but this one's hosted by you, Dorota, and I love that. Um, so a little bit about me. I've been in the industry for over 20 something years now. Um, I'm not. I don't specialize in uh, red team operations. I'm more on the um, I really don't know. I guess I'm more on the CISO side. I do some GRC stuff. I do policies and procedures. I used to be very heavy on the blue teaming side. Um, I started out uh, when I was 17 years old on the patching side. That's basically what cyber was back in the day. You just kind of patched and stuff like that. So um, you scanned for viruses. That's basically it. And so I do like to do CTFs on my spare, very little bit of spare time that I have. Mostly cyber ranges actually, and I do mostly do the ones that are related to like incident response. I love it. Those are the ones that I kind of like. Those are the ones that really draw my attention. I'm more inclined to do ones related to incident response. That's where my a little bit more of my passion is. So yeah, I guess that's more the technical side of me. Personal side of me. I'm married, have 5 kids. I have a dog that goes everywhere I am, so he's like right there. Um,
I can't hear that stalking.
okay. I live in the wonderful state of Florida, and I'm a proud Hispanic woman. And that is all I can say about that.
Thank you for introducing yourself, and yeah, I'm very honored to have you on my podcast and that you said yes, because yeah, you are one of the people that I look up to, and yeah, I know that you are a good person, so that's also yeah, kind of like people that I'm looking for, like to surround myself with amazing, good people, and like yeah. So I'm not into podcasting spirit exactly today because full disclosure, I just woke up from a nap, so not the quickest arrow there. But let me just continue and ask you some
Let's just
questions.
go. Yes.
Let's
Yes.
just go.
Let's just
Uh,
roll with it.
yeah. Okay. So. You mentioned like a bit like I will ask you a few questions about you. You mentioned
Okay.
you like answered some of them already, but like maybe there are like more details that you can add. So,
Yeah.
uh, how did you first get interested in cybersecurity, and what sparked your passion for it, and like why did you choose this as your job?
Um, I first got introduced into cybersecurity after I was in the army because, like I said, in the army we didn't really do cybersecurity. We really just kind of protected information. Um, I was in the army a long time ago before the army had anything related to cyber. Honestly, when I got out of the army is when they stood up the whole cyber everything. So I am that old. Um, and so I started a government job, and they didn't have a cyber program, and but they were, there was a lot of cyber policies that were kind of coming down, requiring people to become really strict with how they do certain things, and it was really holding the hospital back, and um, you know just causing a lot of issues between patients and doctors and stuff like that. So what happened was is that there was a need to solve a lot of problems, and um, I don't know, that just really sparked my interest. And I was just like, okay, I didn't want to be that person that said, sorry, no, you can't do it because cyber says no. So what happened was is I just kind of interjected myself, and I said, we need a cyber program to be stood up, and we just can't be the ones that say, well, policy says no is no is no. We need to say, we need to be here for the patient and for the doctor, and we need to come up with ways around the policy to mitigate the risk and find out why they put these policies in place, what the real threat is, and figure out a way to uh, make this work for the doctor and the patient while still eliminating or reducing that risk. Um, and then just making everybody just kind of work. And this, like, just really made me very excited. It was like solving a puzzle, uh, and then um, showing people that cyber didn't have to be this big blocker. And then there's just all the things that I really love to do. And I was like, okay, this is me, this is why I'm here, I love to do this. So then we stood up the whole cyber program. We started creating a bunch of policies and procedures, and I know people don't really like that, but when you actually create policies and procedures that are meant to work, that are meant to be read and meant to be used to enable organizations to be successful, um, they really do make a difference, and they make businesses really function, and they make the customer, or in this case the patient, very um, very happy in their visits and all that kind of stuff. So um, it was I don't know, it was a very great experience, and from then on I didn't want to do anything else.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you like enjoying yourself and you're happy in your job and your life, then why would you want to change? So to like inspire other people and like welcome them into the industry, like the ones that want to enter, like what advice do you have for those people? Like how would you go about entering the industry right now?
When I think about myself back in that position, you know, I always forget to mention this, but I didn't start there as a cyber person. I was a system administrator. I was working on, I was a system admin on just medical devices. I had to run in and fix radiology machines, which was actually kind of cool because I had to run in into the middle of like surgeries and like, fix the radiology machines in the middle of surgeries, which was actually kind of cool. Um, but I started there as a system admin, and I just saw a need. I saw a need, and I just, um, I studied up. I let the higher ups know this was something I knew. Um, and I, I'm trying to find the words, but I tried to be, I don't know how to say this, but I tried to be the loudest person with the solutions to the problem. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
And yeah, and then I was like, I know how we can fix this. And instead of just complaining about it, I was just like, I've got the solution. And then from there, I became the person that they trusted with, the with the issue, and then I was able to come to them after the fact and say, we need this. We need a cyber program. Um, and then from there, it was just like, we trust you with this. And then I was able to pivot from system admin to cyber. I'm not saying this is going to happen all the time, but I'm just saying that um, you don't, there's always a bigger picture, and you don't have to lock yourself in where you are. Um, and if you can see beyond where you are right now, I think that there is potential to move up. Um, and I think that's the advice that I would give, somebody that, that wants to go into cyber.
yeah, that's a very good advice. And also, like, kind of like what I read into your answer is so you prepare yourself because it's something that you like and you want to do, and then seize the opportunity when it comes. So you prepare it and
Yes.
then you do it, and then you are that person. And also, like,
Yes.
so I because I entered cybersecurity in like unconventional maybe way as well, because I got hired for wanting to be a pen tester, but the job that hired me, that the company didn't have pen testing job. I don't know how to. So they made me a security analyst and tried to explain to me that I should learn cloud and like forget about pen testing. Cloud and selling to clients is like where it's at. But yeah, and then I moved. Yeah, I didn't want to do that, so I moved to like in the same company to a different country to the pen testing department. So that's also like an opportunity. You can get hired in a company, and if you don't see opportunities in your department, in your country, in your like I don't know office, you can also like if it's a good a big company, a corporation, or yeah has different departments, different branches, then you can move to a different one, and you just don't have to I don't know. Kind of want to use the word suffer, but like you don't have to be stuck in the place that you don't want to be. You just have to, yeah, you just be brave and make a change. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say here. And my next
Yeah,
question
I agree
is
with that.
a bit like more getting back on the personal side of this. So, Can you tell us who is Yvonne and what brings her joy? You kind of answered that question already, but yeah, what sparks joy
Who
for
is
you?
Yvonne? Who is Yvonne and who brings her joy?
Like, like it's
Okay.
a don't talk about
Yes.
work. It's just personal question.
Okay. Well, I don't think anybody's ever asked me this on a podcast or anything before. Um, True story, and no lying. What brings me joy is crocheting and crime shows.
Nice.
Yes, I would watch cold case files all day long, literally all day long, and just make a blanket like a 80-year-old woman. And probably not even realize 8 hours just went by.
Yeah, that's me and binging TV shows.
I will forget to drink water. I will forget to go to the bathroom. I'll just be there like, what?
No way.
Yeah, that's me. That's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, I like
That's it.
yeah, I like to watch those, and like yeah, this is like maybe a bit weird, but I discovered that I enjoy watching like it used to be like a Discovery Channel where they show you how they produce things, and there's like the
Like how it's made.
yeah, like in the yeah, and there's
Yeah,
like
how
one
it's made.
after another, and like the
Yeah,
line and
like in a machine, like the
yeah, and then
machines. Mhm,
yeah, and
mhm.
there's like this
Yeah.
always like this nerdy music in the background. I like
Mhm.
watching that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for
Those are
sharing.
awesome also. Yeah, you're welcome. I could talk about it all day long. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to work in forensics probably since I was like maybe 10 years old. I wanted to do nothing in this world but be a forensic scientist. I was obsessed with Henry Lee, which uh, probably nobody except my family knows this, but he was like one of the like top blood splatter specialist guys. And then I even, when I was an a younger adult, I even went to Connecticut and saw his laboratory from the highway. Yeah, like I knew where his laboratory was. Nobody in the world except for nerds like me knew that. And I was like, that's his like laboratory. And everybody was just like, okay,
Calm,
weirdo.
calm down.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's I'm a bit big of a nerd with all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I like that. I like you. You're like I want to be friends with you even more right now when I know that. Because yeah, I kind
Yeah.
of liked what I don't. It's not the same, but I kind of liked watching Dexter and like how he
Oh yeah, yes, yes,
figured the things out with the blood splatter and like
yes.
looking at like this angle and oh this is what happened and like
Yep.
I like that maybe like because that's why I'm into social engineering because and like I like how they divulge puzzles from talking with a human being. It's like
Oh
an
yes.
interrogation and
Interrogations. Yes.
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I like that. And
Yes.
like they are asking, they're like playing good cop, bad cop, or like just
Hmm.
trying to build rapport to make them trust you. Like I can talk about this for hours
Oh
too.
yes, yes.
It's my
And
obsession.
oh yeah, you know when the criminal, it's almost or it's almost obvious when they know that they've been caught because they're kind of
Body
sitting in their
language.
chair. Yeah, and then the moment they're caught, they just kind of like it's just like they kind of like do this like slump over, and then they're just like, okay, I've been caught. You know, now what do you do? Now you just confess. You're done, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those shows. I can watch them all day long. I could talk about it all day long.
Yeah, like yeah, I like I have like particular likes and dislikes. For example, I really like Korean mafia movies, or I don't know. It's like, but I also like Game of Thrones, like intelligence TV
Oh
shows. I
yes,
like Game of
I
Thrones
like Game of
because,
Thrones. Yes.
and I read the books like 10 times, and I'm still like waiting like maybe 15 years now for Winds of Winter, the next book. I don't know if it's going to come because the author is getting pretty old. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
and
Are
but
yeah, are
I
you
kind of
watching the
need
new
closure.
season?
Oh yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah.
watching the new
It,
season? Yeah,
it's really
it's
it's
funny.
not like really a new season. It's like a different book, but like
Oh
100 years
yes,
before or something like that.
yes,
But it's like it's
yes.
really good. Yeah, everything in that universum is like good, and I really like appreciate how intelligent Erin Martin is, and like his mastery in writing stories and uh, like describing human psychology, like how what makes people tick. And I don't know, I'm like really, after I read those stories in high school, and I was really into fantasy and like sci-fi, nothing compared. And like it's like he destroyed the gender for me because I couldn't read anything else after that because everything was like not good enough. It's like for me. So yeah, I just like let's move on.
You
My
read
next,
those books in high school?
yeah.
Wow. I tried to read those books at this age. I didn't get past like the first 5 pages because it felt like I was reading the first pages of the Old Testament of the Bible. It was like um very hard to read.
For
It
me, it
was
was
like,
like like perfect. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, that's no, but I don't really read. I grew up in Miami. We don't read there. So, yeah, it's we don't do a lot of reading there. Uh, I love Miami, but our education is not, you know, very high. That's why I joined the army.
Okay, so actually, that's like the next question I wanted to ask about. Thank you for
Okay.
giving me a
You're
segue.
welcome.
As a woman and a veteran, you had to navigate unique challenges in breaking into
Yes.
a male-dominated field of cybersecurity. Can you share some of the experiences and how you overcame obstacles? I mean, maybe you didn't have any obstacles, maybe you had some, but like this question is pretty much about, did it feel, do you think it felt like different because you were a woman? And what can you give other women, like some kind of like survival guide, like advice, how they could like, yeah, go and like achieve success?
Um, I think um being a woman in this field is tough because I think that if you're in a room full of car mechanics and you are a cybersecurity expert and the topic of discussion is a cybersecurity topic, somehow everybody in that room is a cybersecurity expert, even though it's a room full of just car mechanics. If that makes sense to you,
Yeah.
basically, that's basically how every meeting is like when I go to it. Um, Somehow I'm no longer the expert, but all the car mechanics know more than I do. And I always have to somehow find a way to be louder than the rest of them and say, I've been doing this for a very long time. Okay. And if if the topic was changing a tire, I would not be standing here trying to tell you all how to change a tire. You know, the topic is, what do we do next after this incident just occurred? Stop trying to tell me how to do my job. Sit back, relax, let me guide you, you know? And that's typically not how it goes, you know? Um, but I think that what I've learned is I don't know. There's a lot of things that happen on the internet where I feel like a doctor might get the same thing where you go into a doctor's office and the patient is like, well, I Googled it. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. And it's like, well, I'm glad that Dr. Google gave you all of that. But, my experience tells me it's all of this. You can do one of two things. You can listen to Dr. Google or you can listen to me. Make your choice. And you've just got to learn to thicken your skin and say, well, they went with Dr. Google. Or in the first scenario I gave you, they can choose to listen to the car mechanics or they could choose to listen to me. And if they choose to listen to the people with absolutely no experience whatsoever, what can I do about it? And it happens. And why does it happen? I don't know. It could be society, lack of trust in women. I'm also 5 feet tall, so it's hard to trust me because I maybe look like a freaking child. I don't really know. Um, so I guess at the end of the day, does it hurt my feelings? Yeah, but I don't let them see that. I just say, well, it's whatever. And then I just charge them for my time and then I leave. um, don't, I guess at the end of the day, it's like, don't let them see that it affects you. Keep your chin up, hold your head up high. And I remember one time when I was in the army, we were deployed and we were at mail call. So basically, I was a really low ranking person, and so I was sent out to go get the mail. And I had like a stack like this of mails of packages. So my both of my hands were full, and I was about to go walk into a door. So I was going to balance the packages and then open the door with one hand. But then I guess another soldier saw me, and the percentage of female soldiers where I was at is very low. So the person that happened to open the door was a guy. And then one of the senior NCOs came up to me after and, started yelling at me, never let me catch another male soldier opening a door for you. You're not special. Just because you're a woman, don't expect men to be opening doors for you. We're at war, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I mean, I couldn't say anything because, that's not what you're allowed to do back then. But in my head, I'm like, I didn't ask him to open the door for
Yeah, he
me.
did it because he's a good person or something.
I I'm being yelled at because that senior guy is being sexist. If I was a guy having my hands wrapped up and somebody opened the door for him,
Yeah, no
that
issue.
guy would not be nothing. But because I'm a girl and he opened the door for me, I'm being yelled at. I mean,
Come
it
on.
just, yeah. And I just was like, okay, I'm being yelled at and this pisses me off, but I'm just gonna take it like a man. So I was like, all right, I got it. I can't do anything. And that's just kind of when I started. I was probably about 18 or 19 when that happened. So I think at that point it started to kind of trigger in my head, like, okay, you know, there's like some unfairness around these parts. So I just started to learn at that point, like, I just need to start toughening up, just get tough, you know. I don't know if that's the right thing or not, but that's what I do. I just kind of suck it up.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm reading a lot about this, and like we live in a patriarchy, and it's kind of yeah, it's kind of difficult to be a woman sometimes. But we have to just be our best selves and like don't let us affect us like you said, like it's what it is, and probably
Yeah.
nothing we can do about it now. There have to be some kind of revolution. But I do feel like if we lived in a matriarchy, there would be no wars, and everyone would be taken care of because women are like caretakers, and we don't go around world looking for chaos and war. It's just like we want to live in peace and just be happy, and like this is that I think what will happen. But yeah, I don't know if that will happen on my lifetime. I hope maybe next lifetime or somewhere in the future. But it's like getting better. Hopefully for the next generations, something like more change will come. And but I just wanted to say that although your story is a difficult example of what could happen, so I want to hug you so much right now. So I just
Aw.
wanted to say that for other ladies that they shouldn't like discourage yourself and like say, oh, this is going to be too hard, I'm not going to do this, although I want to just like go and like see for yourself. Maybe your experience will be different, and you can also like change some people's minds if you show them how intelligent and capable you are. And yeah, you have to go in the world and create your own reality, create your own luck, and carve your own path in front of you. So that's, yeah, I wanted to say. I
Yes,
like you.
that is more encouraging than what I said, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
I
is way more encouraging.
yeah, I like your smile. Like keep it up. I want to see that smile. So okay, next question.
Yeah, change the topic.
CyberMyte is a company that's helping small businesses meet federal cybersecurity requirements without breaking the bank or getting bogged down in complexity. Can you tell us more about how you came up with this idea and what inspired you to pursue it?
Yes, let's go. So what we did was we built a cloud. Your favorite topic.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
So we built a cloud on our own hardware. So we did not use AWS, Google, IBM, none of them. We built it and we named it CyMyCloud. And we used open source only. And that's how we made it to where it doesn't break the bank. And right now, the small businesses that work for the federal government have to use um, the the really expensive AWS and Google and stuff like that. So a lot of these small businesses are 1 to 2 people, and they're having to pay like $600 per person on the federal clouds. And we thought that was ridiculous. And then to get CMMC certified, which is a certification that the federal government is requiring, some of these new businesses that are popping up just for this compliance certification are charging them 50,000 to 100,000 just for this certification.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's insane.
it is insane. To me, it's illegal. It should be illegal. I'm not saying it is illegal. Sorry, I retract that statement. Um, and so we started building our cloud in 2018. Um, and obviously, building a cloud is not easy. Most will say it's insanity. Um, why don't we get asked all the time? Why didn't you just build it on AWS? Well, because we wanted something better.
Yeah,
Um, and we built something way better. And we charge way less than they do. And our customers love it. And right now we're going through a certification process called FedRAMP. And once we get that, then we're equal to what AWS is able to provide to the federal government. So we'll be equal to what they provide to the federal government to our customers.
yeah,
So
nice. I like
yeah,
that. I recently shared a list of cloud providers that could be a good replacement for the Google Cloud, AWS, and Azure. And they also have like community responsibility values and work renewable energy sources, and they're like very like responsible cloud companies. So I think
Oh,
I might add your uh, cloud solution to my list,
yes.
because yeah, we I think, and I will, because I shared it. I got a bit, yeah, a long story. I don't want to go into that, but I shared it with like X Files pictures, so maybe people didn't see this post for what it was. But I want to, yeah, yeah, maybe create a new one with the same text, but like different picture, yeah, like in a week or something.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yes, I would love
you,
that.
yeah. Yeah, thank you for sharing, and that's like a good example of like creating something, because you can do it better, and you don't have to charge people like a bunch for that, and yeah,
And it
so
was actually it was built with, it was designed to be in the cloud, not like AWS. Well, AWS was just infrastructure. Really, it's Microsoft and Google. Microsoft was always built to be a desktop. It was never really built to be in the cloud. So it's very clunky, very large, very difficult to handle, to use in the cloud. Um, and then ours is all um, cloud native, and we're able to meet a lot of more federal compliance requirements um, than what AWS and Google can meet, because it's all internal, it's all our own. So we're able to already meet the SBOM requirements and all the automation requirements, and we're able to automate our compliance requirements and all that stuff daily. So that puts us, so far ahead of where our competitors are. Um, and then we don't have to wait and rely on these bigs, because
yeah.
we do it all ourselves.
Yeah, and it's like a loop of like everyone tells you you have to go into the cloud, so you go to the three biggest providers, because I don't know, everyone tells you that this
Yeah,
is like the choice, and then
yeah,
you go to the cloud and you spend a lot of money on it, and
yeah,
yeah, configure everything, and then you get the bills, and then you
yeah.
want to get out of the cloud, and then you don't
Yes,
have infrastructure anymore,
yeah.
because you, yeah, closed your
Oh,
data centers.
my favorite is when they're like, "Oh, do you have a CDN?" And I'm like, "We don't have a CDN. We don't need a CDN." And they're just like, "Oh, okay." And then weeks later, everybody loses internet because the CDN everybody is on is hosted inside of AWS, and Cloudflare and AWS, and everybody goes down, but our cloud doesn't go down. Our DNS doesn't go down. Our Microsoft doesn't get the blue
Blue
screen of
screen of
death.
death, yeah.
Yeah, we're up the whole entire time. We're good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anyways.
Yeah, it's like I learned like some things that yeah, I was like very like person that tried to control my life, and like try to explain things to people, and like because I knew the solution and like how to help there in a way. But then I realized I'm just spending my energy on things and people, explaining things to people that maybe are not on the same level of understanding as I am.
Yes.
So I'm just like spending my energy, and then I don't have any more energy for myself, and they
Yes.
just like make their own choices and go somewhere, and yeah, do their mistakes or like whatever. And but
Correct.
I realized this is like not my responsibility to save the world. It's just like I have to be like out there to explain and like guide, but I cannot change anyone's decision, and how everyone makes their own decisions, and like this, like like this is my life, this is what I do, and this is you, and that's your responsibility, and yeah. So I when I realized that, like for example, when I was like a pen tester, and shared reports, and then the reports get back to me, and like I had to retest the app, and nothing was fixed, and I have to just like share another report with the same bugs, vulnerabilities, and that was like made me angry at first, but then I realized, okay, but I did my job, I did the best I could, I gave the report, and that's like my duty ends here, and I have to move on, and I don't know, go cycling or something, be happy with my life. Yeah, so that's
Yes,
yeah.
I feel the same way. Like I feel like some of the problems that people have with these vulnerabilities, um, uh, for example, today was Apple came out with the 0 day for the iOS, and it was like anybody who is before iOS 26 has the 0 day. And it's just like, well, I mean, how long has 26 been out? Why are you not patching, you know, your stuff? And it just um it's maddening. It's like it's very frustrating. Um Makes me wish we had like a earthly CISO, you know, like this earth CISO that just makes sure everybody patches in the
Yeah,
world, you know?
let's go.
Yeah. It's like, it's not that hard, people. All you have to do is press a button. Gosh. Really? Okay.
Okay, let's move on. Thank you for
Yes.
your yeah, opinion here. I kind of agree with you. Uh, okay, so as a leader in the cybersecurity field, you've spoken out about the need for greater equity and access in tech. Can you elaborate on what that means to you and how CyberMyte is working to address these issues?
And greater what? You
Wait,
said,
great equity and access in tech. Maybe I mispronounced.
and access to what?
As
Access.
in tech.
Oh, access in tech?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can
Um,
paste the question in the chat
no, no, no. I got you now. I got you now. Okay.
because yeah, I went too fast. Sorry.
That's okay. Um, so I think the biggest thing is that I think that was a really big reason why I used to do a lot of volunteering into some of these organizations, um, like Raíces Cyber and Latinas in cyber and stuff like that, was to get more Hispanics into cyber and Latinas into cyber and stuff like that. Um, and I think for the most part, I know Latinas in cyber was doing a lot to get like CISSP training to Latinas and Security Plus training, and getting Latinas access to like events and stuff like that. But I was really hoping that we can do stuff like I had this great vision to, put programs into schools where we could start younger. Um, Kind of like what I was telling my kids is, and I guess I was saying here is I grew up in Miami where we had uh, you know, and I don't know if anybody else here is from Florida, but my school, the school I went to, there was times where we had to stand up. There was just not enough desks for people. The books we had, they were shared, so you couldn't take them home. Um, you had to leave them there, and they were old, they were raggedy. We didn't have music. We didn't have like a lot of extracurricular activities. So going to schools like that were very, low income, and going there and putting in place programs, even just, simple programs to teach kids about cybersecurity type stuff. It doesn't have to be coding, because coding is not cyber. Um, but you know, I know that one of my things was um, oh man, I always forget his name. But he always had the training that he built on Steam, and you can do it for free. Um, dang, I owe you that. But basically, I had my kids play it, and the first parts of the training is to teach you how to just kind of navigate through Linux, and then you haiku.
Oh yeah.
It's a yeah. There you go. I think it's pretty basic. And it's free on Steam. At least the first parts of the game are just kind of free, and it's kind of like a little challenging game, like a challenge game where you've played it, or you know of it or whatever. And I think that's good for, like, you know, third, fourth, fifth graders, something like that. Like a little elective or something like that. But we don't have to wait until they're our age and then join a group, starting now to introduce. I'm not saying that it's too late now, but I'm just saying it would be great if we can put them into the schools and start them young and stuff like that. Um, but I think that would be really, really cool. And um, I know that my son loves to watch videos and stuff on YouTube, doing little videos and things like that. That was another vision I had, was just doing fun videos of scenarios, of like cyber scenarios. They're funny, comedic in a way, but still like kind of teaching lessons of think of like
I would watch that.
the yeah, like the cyber, the what is it, the dark diaries, the dark side, the whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just turn them into like a kid version with some comedic twist and cartoonish. I feel like the kids would watch that. Um, I teach my 8-year-old about all the things that could happen, but I'm very blunt about it. But turn it into something that's rated G, where all the moms would let, because moms are pretty particular about what their kids will watch, so you've got to want it to be where all the moms would let their kids watch it, and then but they're learning stuff about cyber. It's my vision.
I mean, maybe you can like use AI to create videos and like create your own YouTube channel, and that's
I would never do it. I have no idea how to do anything like that. It's all the things are in my brain. Like, I have like scripts and stuff that I could come up with, but actually turning it into like action.
or maybe you can write those down and collaborate with an artist and like get that moving. I think it's possible. I would watch that. And the
Yeah.
podcast name is Darknet Diaries. Someone
Ah,
suggested.
Darknet Diaries. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for. Yeah, that's like actually a very cool answer. Uh, Let me look for the next question then.
I've been wanting to do that for so long. So if somebody wants to do it with me, just hit me up. Or if you're going to take my idea, it's fine. I won't sue you. Just tell
Yeah.
me your YouTube channel.
Yeah, maybe you should like create a post on LinkedIn or like social media. Uh, yeah, or I can like create that into cut that into a video and then you say, oh, if you someone wants to collaborate with me, let's go. Okay, I have a question. Maybe that's going to be a tough one, but let's see. How do you
Uh-oh.
think the cybersecurity industry can better support women, veterans, and minority-owned businesses? Or what change does it need to improve?
Um, I don't really know. I guess I kind of live in a bubble. Um, I don't really go to a lot of events, and I don't really um, mingle with a lot of people. Um, so I don't really know what's happening in the outside world. I'm a bit of an introvert. So maybe a lot of things are happening right now to make things better. Um, I know there's a lot of organizations right now to get women into cyber. I just don't know if they're real. I don't know if they're working. I think it's really up to businesses. I don't know if it's really up to businesses to hear us out and know that we know what we're talking about. Don't just hire us because we're women, but hire us because we have the skills.
Yeah.
Um, you know, don't hire us because, oh, we need another woman in our team. Hire us because we have the skills to do the work. Um, you know, Promote us when you know that we're great. Don't not promote us because we're women. You know, um, look past the fact that we're women because look past the fact that we're women. Um, that
Yeah,
you
and
know
see professionals.
yes, correct. Yeah, I don't know that that there's anything else. I know that there was a time when I first started my business that I said I'm only hiring women. And it was, just kind of, I was just kind of tired of all these men owned businesses and all that kind of stuff. But then I guess I was no better. I was like, I'm only going to put women. Sorry. I'm so
That's
sorry.
fine.
Sorry,
That's
child.
fine.
Um, and then I just realized I was being no better. I was just doing the opposite. So, don't be that. Just
Yeah.
hire people who are skilled to do the job.
Yeah, and like look at them as your equals because they are.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
next, thank you for answer. Like I
You're
agree
welcome.
with you. And so, next question is, I actually didn't ask you how much time do you have. So if you like have to go or like you have like 50 minutes or like I don't know something like that, then like let me know. But I don't have a lot of questions, so maybe we can wing it. So okay, next question is what some of the biggest challenges facing small businesses in terms of cybersecurity and how can they overcome them?
Cost. Like I said, small businesses often do not put, um, you know, the the they don't budget the price of cybersecurity into their annual costs, right? So, if they suffer a breach, honestly, that could mean the end of their business, and which is very sad. Um, some of them don't even have like cyber insurance. So then the cost to hire, um, the companies to, do the incident response and all the things that and recover incident response and recovery aren't even covered. Um, so they have to hire outside of that, which again is detrimental to the business. Um, and then we go even further into the ones that deal with the federal government. Let's say they don't even have the funding to become compliant with the federal requirements, to even go after federal contracts. So yeah, the cost is pretty high, and then it's not a one-time cost; it's an annual cost. Um, but if it's budgeted and if it's continuous, then it's sustainable, it's manageable. And if you do it right, it's it should not be bad.
Yeah.
That's my answer to that.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Thank you.
Yes. Now, if it's a surprise because you don't do it right, then yeah, it's going to be horrible.
But hope you do it right then.
Unfortunately, all I see is people that just do it after the fact. That's all I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
feel
like,
like it's 2026. Come on. I mean,
yeah.
why are we doing it
I don't,
after the fact?
yeah, it's kind of funny that sometimes like the cybersecurity program or the CISO has to ask for money and they're like, there's no money for that. And then we have ransomware attack and like we have all the data encrypted and suddenly there's like a lot of money. This is a
There's
priority suddenly.
all
But
the
like,
money.
yeah, but it's like like, I don't know, the way of human mind works, or I don't know what that is, but we sometimes think, oh, that's going to happen to him, not to me. And like
Always.
I'm invincible and this guy is going to, like, I don't know, get an accident or like something will happen to him, like,
Yeah.
but I'm invincible. Look, no, no, nothing will happen to me, only to this person. So I think maybe that also comes into the mind of like my company is safe. No one will attack me. Like, are you insane? But then someone calls your help desk and they get credentials, and here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people assume that they're secured. They're somehow they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing,
Yeah, but
and they're
it's actually,
fine.
but actually it's like maybe just the the threat actors, the bad guys, didn't just look yet at your company. But maybe they're already like working on it, or yeah,
Yeah.
brute forcing the login page. Okay.
They've been in there.
Yeah, or they've
They've
been
been in
in
there
there
for
and
three
like watching. Yeah.
they've been in there for 3 months. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Thank you. Can you tell us about a time when you felt like giving up on your goals or dreams, but then something inspired you to keep going? And if yes, what was it? And if you don't want to,
20
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
If
It's
you
just
don't
a
want,
hard it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
hard question. Yeah, 2025 was a very tough year. 2025 for a lot of small businesses was a tough year for us here in the United States because of the financials. Um, so because both of us, both me and my husband, both work for CyberMyte, and we don't have other jobs, so this is our source of income. Um, you know,
Yeah,
it was
tough.
yeah very tough. So yeah, I was pretty much like, okay, I think I quit. um, and then I just remembered why we started the company, and it was to help small businesses. It was to help you know the war fighters. It was to help them because I remember being out there, and I remember what it was like to be with old stuff, old hardware, old software, old tools. Um, you know, I remember what it was like when we had when we didn't have stuff. Um, and then we were able to bring in like new industry partners, because we were able to get them compliant with the federal, security requirements and stuff like that. And that's why we built our cloud, to bring them in, to help them. Um, and if I'm not saying that we're the end all be all, but it's a mission. It's a mission in my heart, and it's something that it's why we started it, and I really believe that we can help, and it's tough. And, but I know that, what actually changed everything? It was Veterans Day. This is very random, but it was Veterans Day. And it was my very first time going to, there's a restaurant. I don't know if it's in Poland, but here it's called, sorry, my ADHD makes me forget the names of things. It's called, um, it's a famous hibachi grill place. Hold on, I'm Googling it. And only like, I think only like rich people go to it. Um, oh, Benihana. Okay, it's called Benihana, like this. Okay,
I don't know it, but like, thank you.
okay, I've
I
never been there before, and apparently it's delicious. And the reason we went is because, as a veteran, they were offering us a free meal, and I was like, okay, let's go. Um, and I was like, so we went there, and when you go to an hibachi grill, you sit with a bunch of people you don't know. And there was like this guy and his whole family there, and he had been in a business for like 40 years. He started his own business like for 40 years. I mean, we were talking to this guy, and so I was asking him all sorts of questions, and he said his business went from like this to this to this to this. And I mean, we were just talking and talking, and then he paid for our whole meal. We took our family, he paid for our whole entire meal. And he was just so great. And he's like, and then he told us that to stick with it, that you know it's gonna be okay, that your business is gonna, because our business has been around since 2018. He said you got past the worst part, just keep going. And then after that, I think we just decided, like, okay, we're just gonna stick with it. And he was just very inspirational. And then he paid for our whole meal, and we tried to
wow.
tell him, like, we're getting a free meal, it's Veterans Day. And he's like, no, it's okay, we'll take it. And I was like, all right. So we just it was very awesome. And then yeah, I don't know, it's just strange. It was all very strange for Florida.
Yeah,
uh
serendipity. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I guess it was very beautiful. It was very beautiful, very inspirational. It meant a lot to us. It made me cry in public.
Yeah. Was it then? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't cry even in private often, but it made me cry in public. It was horrible. Not like ugly cry,
It's like
just like
happy cry. Yeah.
just like little teardrop cry. Like little tiny baby teardrops.
Oh,
Yeah.
sending you a hug. Oh.
Yes. Oh, thanks.
Okay, I have to change the screen for a moment because while things are happening in the chat, I got a subscription just now. So
Oh,
just wanted to thank you for this. And
oh.
yeah, let's get back to my questions then.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
um,
so there's people talking to you?
yeah, in the chat.
Oh.
And I forgot to say that out loud. If you anyone of the people in the chat have a question to Yvonne, you can ask. And don't have many of them left. So if anyone
Oh.
has a question, go ahead. Okay. What message would you like to convey to our listeners who are just starting out in their careers, especially those from underrepresented groups?
Um, I guess my question would be, are you trying to go the college route or technical certification route? Um, for the people trying to go to the college route, I would recommend, um, trying to get certifications while you're going through college and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
start, yeah, trying to go get to like maybe a help desk job, maybe a security operations center job, a security analyst job, a system admin job, while you're still going through college. I would not wait until you're done with college. I feel like that would be a detriment to you because, and then a lot of jobs you might be applying for will ask for a degree plus experience, and you won't have that. You'll only have the degree. Um, I think that going for a technical certification is a good route as well. Um, those might help you go after entry level jobs, such as the ones I just mentioned. And then those will help you kind of move up in the ranks. Um, and then you'd be able to get started right away. Um, for I really don't think I'm saying this. How do you say tongue in cheek? It should not matter, you know, where you're from, what color your skin is.
Exactly.
Um, but, you know, present yourself as best as you can through your resume. Um, present yourself as best as you can through your interview. And there should be no problem from there. I know when I interview people, I don't care what they look like or what they sound like. But obviously, I'm just one company. Um, so that's the best advice I can give.
I have a comment in the chat. We know someone who does resume reviews. I have a question
Oh,
in the
that's sweet.
in the chat as well. What's the most common level of clearance for cybersecurity positions that deal with cyber government contracts?
Oh, very good question. Most of the, honestly, they range top secret, secret. Um, a lot of them require what is the word, Yvonne? Polys, polygraphs. Um, honestly, it depends on the contracts that we're going after. Very few of your government contracts resumes are going to be remote. So oftentimes, those contracts will expect you to sit on site. So yeah, they have very little expectations to be in a remote position for cybersecurity positions, for the government to be remote, especially if they require a clearance. If you are interested in those, I would go to DoD clearance, and put your resume there. Because I know me and a lot of my fellow federal small businesses, we go there to look for um, resumes when we're
Mhm.
looking to hire people. Or clearance jobs, clearancejobs.com.
Oh, in the chat, usajobs.gov as
Oh,
well.
that's another one.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
Uh, Another one. Yvonne, do you think there is more money on government contract or private sector contracts? Fortune 500.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have never had a job outside of the government. I have no idea what that answer is. Um, I've never even worked at a Burger King. I joined the military when I was 17. I was still in high school. Um, So I have never worked a non-government job. So I don't know what the non-government side of cyber pays. Um, um, I would say that you probably get paid more at a private company, but not at like a city or state job. But there are probably some government, like large companies, like I'm talking like Lockheed or some of those really big ones that might pay you pretty good. But not like a CyberMyte. You come to somebody like me, you're probably not going to get paid like you would a Lockheed, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Answer is got it. How about skill levels? From your experience, do you think there are more skilled people in cyber government positions or private sector? I'm guessing private sector because it's like bigger competition, and I work for government, so I kind of remember people just like get hired there and like sit on the laurels, and you cannot fire me, so I would just like continue to
Uh,
exist here. But what is your opinion?
So, from a contracting perspective, for me, I would require you to have specific skill levels. So, if my job description says you must have Sec Plus, you must have a bachelor's degree, you must have 5 years experience, you will have that. Um, Now, what I've seen in the private sector, though, is they don't have those hard requirements so as much. But again, I'm only going off of like my experience of like navigating through Indeed. So I feel like the the contracting side is a bit more organized in knowing that they have these hard requirements for these skills, where the private sector might not, be more uniform in that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. If anyone has any questions more, then go ahead. But I will thank you for answering, and I will continue with my list.
Yeah, I feel like I was in an interview. That was fun.
Yeah, but that was fun because someone actually had an interest and knew you had the answers, so that's pretty cool. And I also have people that saying that they are your fan and they love you, and that's why they
Oh,
came and they want more people to know about you. So I'm hopefully
who is that?
because
They're bots. Are they bots?
no, I think real people. No, no buts here. Okay, but okay, the same person. He's a Portbuster. That's his nick. Thank you. I know from experience in the private sector, there are a lot of H1B contracts for government positions. Are
Okay.
there an H1BS as well? So mostly people from the states with military background.
I can tell you that that is a state thing because I guess that's not a true answer. Let me just say I don't know that answer because in this that is a contract thing. That is a contract thing because some contracts you cannot have um I don't know the answer to that question. I feel like I cannot answer that question comfortably because I think it still confuses me because I think sometimes it's conflicting depending on the contract, if that makes sense.
It's it depends answer.
I think it depends answer, yes.
And he said, "Oh, good, thanks, thank you either way."
Oh, you're very welcome,
And we
secret person.
appreciate the questions as well.
Yes, we do.
Okay, next one from my list. How do you balance your professional life with other duties, interests, or hobbies? Do you have any fun projects or passions outside of cybersecurity?
Yes. I'm making a massive blanket right now. It is a king size blanket.
Nice.
King. It's like
I want to see
it's like
pictures when you're done.
okay. I can stand up and go get it, but it is huge.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let's do it
You you want
if
me
you
to go
can.
get it? Okay. Will the fan stay for the picture? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So, so in the meantime, I will use that time to self-promote myself and show you my social media, and that I also have a Patreon. It's kind of like that because no one is like out there supporting me, but it's like I don't know, it exists, so I'm like mention it. And okay, get back here. Yeah, and this is
Okay.
the blanket.
This is it's going to be the comforter.
This is the blanket.
Yes. Okay. All right, guys, ready? Don't make fun of me, okay? This is my weird
Oh, I love it. And you have like braids,
yes, there's
different
braid.
patterns.
There goes my microphone. Oh, shiza. Hold on. I'm coming. Boop, boop,
I
boop.
love it. I like it. I would, yeah.
Okay, there, we're back.
Looks very comfy.
Yes. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Sorry. Okay.
Nice.
There it is.
Uh, yeah, yeah, I want to do embroidery and yeah, I have a
Oh
sewing
yeah.
machine, so I wanted to do that. I have a lot of like creative ideas what I want to do, but kind of like, yeah, after like, yeah, spending time on cyber, then I don't have any energy on my, but yeah. Let's
Yeah.
motivate. That blanket motivates me as well. So see someone else is doing cool stuff. So okay. And there's another
Yeah.
question in the chat.
So, oh, what was it?
Uh, Another government cyber question. Do you think Cyber Command was actually able to turn off power from Venezuela during Maduro's capture? I heard a lot of sources talk about this and hypothesize about how it was done. What's your take? Yeah, and also thank you for me for replying the questions.
I have
Relaying them.
no, huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have no idea. But
We're trying
honestly,
here. No comment.
what?
No comment.
I have, I believe anything is possible. Um, I do believe that we are capable of anything. That's my, that's my take.
Good answer. Okay, so to if anyone has any more questions, then yeah, go ahead. But I'm going to wrap up soon to not keep Yvonne here for too long. And okay, what advice would you give yourself if you got back in time 10 years?
10 years. How old would I be in 10 years? Oh, I would have been 31 because I am 41. I'm old.
You're not.
Uh,
You're like wine.
is 41-year-old wine good?
I bet it is. We have to ask the
Yeah.
French people.
Yeah, we do. I don't drink wine, so I have no idea. Um, if I was 31, what was I doing at 31?
I have
I think
one
I was
French person here, and he says it's the best.
Oh, 41-year-old wine is the best. I'm going to
See?
remember that. Perfecto. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So at 31, I would have told myself, um, watch out, you're about to have another kid, you old lady.
Brace yourself.
um, okay, let me see. Okay, let me take this seriously. My brain is like done. Okay, so let me see.
Two more to go, and they're not that hard.
Okay,
So
2 weeks ago, yeah. See, I can't sit in meetings for too long. My brain gets woo. Okay.
same.
Okay. 10 years. Um just take it easy. Calm down. Spend time with your family. Keep exercising, don't quit cuz you become fat.
But fat is good. There is more of you.
Oh,
The,
yeah, but then your
you,
heart starts having
yeah,
problems
yeah.
and
But
then you
like
have
you
to
have
wear a
to keep
heart
yourself
monitor.
healthy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, don't become unhealthy. Um and that's it, I think. I think I'm pretty happy with where I came, where I am. Just the whole alerting thing of the child, that was unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah. No one is prepared for that.
Yeah, yeah, no, nobody was prepared for that. Not even the child.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. It's like what's happening. Okay.
Where am I?
Last question from the chat. What's your experience with third-party DoD vendors, zero-day market? Do you know anyone or have worked with any vendors that deal with zero-day discovery and selling weaponized findings with governments? Do you think AI is being used by these vendors to amplify findings? I hope I read it well.
Yeah, no, I understand, but no, that's a really good question. No, but it has made me want to go Google.
Yeah, and find out. I kind of want to know too. It's a very good question.
No,
Thank you.
yeah. I mean, is it not something that just curious, I guess, is it not something that gosh, I can it's just my brain. I never can remember the name of anything the first time. Is it Dark Wolf? Uh Dark Wolf? What's the name of their product? Um Dark Wolf, Dark Trace, Dark Wolf. Uh Arctic Wolf. God, I'm so
Oh,
yeah, I wasn't even Dark Wolf is the TV show. Arctic Wolf. It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, they just have the 0-day threat protection. What is the name of their product that I'm thinking of? Um, it used to be owned by somebody else and then they bought it. Is somebody in the chat trying to save me right now?
no. The only
No?
company that
Please
comes to
come on.
mind with zero-day tooling for espionage is the Israeli one NSO group talking about zero-day offensive tooling.
Is who?
Uh, and Israeli one NSO group or NS0, I think it's an O.
O or zero O?
NSO group. The public one that everyone talks about, the Pegasus spyware tool.
Picasso.
Ah, the one that got leaked. Oh, I get it.
Hmm.
Those are good questions. And also, I have Anubis in the chat saying, no questions. Just wanted to say thank you for helping me when I first started in cybersecurity and over the years.
Oh, to me or to you?
To you, to you.
To me. Oh, well, my pleasure. Oh,
Or maybe I hope I read the Nick well.
well, anything I can do.
He says yes, yes. There are like other vendors in the USA as well that sell similar espionage tools that exploit 0 days for other devices. So I was wondering if she knew of any or work in any that she knows about. So the answer is
No, I
no.
no.
But good questions, like yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to like wrap up right now, and so if there are
Okay.
like no more questions, I have two more to go. So your favorite
Oh,
hacker movie and your favorite food, because I'm a foodie, so I always
okay.
ask.
Favorite hacker movie. Oh my gosh. I forgot this was one of your questions. I don't know that I have a favorite hacker movie. Um, Last year, me and the kids, we all did a 1 week marathon of all hacker movies.
Oh, I love that.
I can't remember which one was my favorite. I think it was the one with Chris Hemsworth. Um, of course, I have to look it up. I think it was called Black Hat. Yeah.
Black Hat.
Yep.
That kind of surprised me because that movie is like some people say it's not good. So and you say the opposite. So I haven't watched it actually.
Yeah, I don't think the movie was good. I think I just liked it. I
Oh,
like movies with action.
oh, or Lion was just like yeah, looking good.
Yeah.
I would
I don't
watch.
really care about the hacking part.
Yeah, I would watch a hacker movie with Henry Cavill actually.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait. Is there a hacking movie with Henry Cavill?
I had no, but I would watch that one
Oh, but I watched it.
in the
Okay.
first row in the cinema. Okay.
Yeah, me too. Wait, when they make that one, that'll be my favorite hacking movie. I agree. Yeah, I don't really care about the hacking part. I just like the movie.
Yeah, you have a question in the chat if you like Breaking Bad.
Yes. Yes.
Me too.
Wait, is my daughter on here? Because that might have been a question from her because she's obsessed.
No, no, that's the same person that asked the cybersecurity
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and thank you for answer. That's yeah, I will give it a shot. Let's see. And we need to cook. So now it's
Oh,
like the
let's go.
food question,
Let's
like your
go.
favorite food.
Oh, okay. I thought we were cooking from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah, I think yeah, it was in the chat.
Okay, my favorite food. Mm, probably will be rice and beans.
That's very like uh I don't want to say easy, but like very like humble dish, I would say. Like my
Yes,
favorite vegetable is potato because it's like humble potato, but it's like you can cook amazing dishes with it. And I actually
yes.
live in like a potato land of Poland. I don't know. The region is like famous for
Oh,
its amazing potato dishes. Yeah, and I kind of get back in here for them because I cannot eat that anywhere else, and it's like very good. Okay, I'm talking about potatoes again.
oh, potatoes are good. I grew up eating something that is similar to a potato. We eat something called juca, which I know that has a cassava. Do you guys eat
Oh,
cassava? Yes, we grew up eating it too. It's called juca where I grew up, but they're very good.
I have to
Yes.
research that topic.
Mm,
Okay.
so delicious.
Yeah. You guys, nice in the comment section. Okay. I will wrap up now because I'm getting excited and a bit hungry. I just yeah.
Hungry? Yeah, then you have to
And
go to bed.
eh, yeah, because continue my nap.
Yes.
Okay. So and thank you. I just wanted to thank you for coming. I had amazing time with you, and I feel like you. I want to be friends with you. So just like get it. Let's get it out there. And you are like a great person, and so I I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun too, and thank you for coming. And if you want to say anything at the end, like inspire people or just like share some golden thoughts of wisdom with everyone, then now is your time.
I'm not really good at thoughts of wisdom. Just I guess my biggest thought of wisdom is just be you, don't be somebody else. Um, stand up for yourself. Don't let people talk all over you.
Yeah,
Um, and learn your skill. You know, if you're right, you're right. Let them know you're right. And yeah, those are my thoughts.
those are very good thoughts. I like them.
Good.
Yeah,
And that's it.
and that's it.
Yvonne.
And Yvonne out. Yeah, a mic drop. So I just wanted to say that I will have a next podcast for Inspire Ladies of Cyber next month in the middle of the month, and another inspiring lady coming. And I kind of I think I have to share like a post because I already have a lineup booked for till like November. So yeah, just have to get it out there. Like say, okay, I'm working hard here, and this is the lineup, and it's amazing. So, and I also going to talk with Philip Wiley in 2 weeks for the Ethical Hacking Guest and Wholesomeness podcast. So hope to see you there, and I hope you liked it. And yeah, and yeah, and I
We
guess
did.
that's it.
We liked it.
And I'm going to wave now. And now is the time when I wave. I say thank you and bye, and change the screen to end.